You ever have one of those days where absolutely everything went wrong? Stay tuned. Coming up, my first ride to Times Square. This is Steve, and I want to welcome you to Motorcycle Vision. Well, as you can tell, we're in Times Square, and this is a very strange video for me for so many reasons. Let me start by explaining to you what happened. So, I had this idea. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That was my whole idea, right? Okay. Well, apparently the universe had other plans. So let me explain to you how this day went. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I said, I'm going to go to New York, Times Square. Normally I'd never ride here. I grew up in this area. I grew up near this area. So I know how busy New York is. It's always big, congested, traffic. You don't want to bring your car here. It's always so bad. But it's May 2020. And this is the time of the coronavirus, and the city's on lockdown, and it's deserted. And I thought, if I'm ever going to ride my motorcycle there, ever, this is the day. So I went to bed, woke up 4 o'clock in the morning. By 5 o'clock, I was in the road. Well, I tried to get on the road. I was out of gas. Okay. Found a 5 o'clock in the morning gas station. Filled up the thing, charged the GoPro last night, turned it on, dead, 0. I charged it until midnight. How did it get dead? I don't even know, but it got dead, or I guess if you can say properly, it died. So now, my whole plan was we'll get there early in the morning just in case there is traffic, and we'll miss the traffic, right? Okay, well, dead GoPro. So I plugged it into my phone charger. The phone chargers that charge your phone in like 20 minutes. Okay, so I did that because I thought, all right, I'll charge it quickly. Didn't charge quickly. I waited a half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. I got up to 58%. I said, okay, well, 58%. It's enough to do at least, like a quick video. I won't videotape. Oh my God. I won't record the ride up. But what I will record is when I get to Times Square, I'll start recording. So, I come down here, I pull over, turn on the camera, 0%. Really? 0%. Come on, man. Alright, so I start recording, and I might actually have it recorded. I don't know if it's recording or not. But I turn on the camera, go to hook it up to my iPhone, because I use the iPhone so that I could see what the camera sees. So I hook it up to my iPhone. The idea being, alright, so at least I could see what the camera sees. It can't connect. I'm like, okay, fine. It can't connect. Well, what I'll do is, and I'm like running out of ways to improvise. So I'm like, okay, if it can't connect, what I'll do is I'll just shoot it and hope for the best. Well, I get down to Times Square where you are, and they've barricaded it. I'm like, oh, come on, man, they barricaded it. So now I don't even know what I'm going to get here. So I stop and I take a picture of myself. I figured, I'll take a picture and, I'll have a photo. At least I'll have a souvenir that I did this ride, and I'll show it to my kids, right? For the first time on the history of history, there's no one in Times Square to take the picture. Okay, no one to take the picture. Alright, so here's what we'll do. Camera has a self-timer. We'll try that. So I take the picture, turn on the GoPro just for the hell of it. Let's see what we got. Now all of a sudden the GoPro goes, I've got 41%. Fine, that's this video. Okay, so if it might be recording, I really don't know. There's Beetlejuice the musical. You're a fan. I don't know what you're seeing. I've never done it like this before, but I'm hoping it's nice. I'm going to take you as close to Times Square as I could take you one more time. I was hoping we'd go by my favorite store. It's a guy here who's been going out of business since I was born. He's been having his going out of business sale. All right, in front of us, Times Square. I was going to try it at night, but no. Still don't think I have enough experience to pull that off, but I do have enough experience to pull this off. By the way, you're looking at Times Square at about 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Usually still mobbed. This is one of the only times you'll see it like this, which is why I made this ride, which is why I'm hoping that this video comes out well. You know what, guys? If there's ever one that I did that you should like, this is the one. Even if it doesn't come out good, this one, just for the effort. I hope it's filming something nice. I hope it's filming something at all. Alright, well, as you can see, we're barricaded, news trucks and stuff, so this is as far as we're going to get. So have a good look around. The world-famous Times Square, the center of the universe. The city never sleeps. People 24 hours a day, except for today. There's the Empire State Building in the background. I hope you're seeing it. That's where they dropped the ball. See the big sphere? That's where they dropped the ball on New Year's Eve. You can actually see the 2020 there. Yep, and you can see the green the light telling me to go home. So I'm going to head home. And I'm going to keep the camera running. I'm going to see if I can get around the barricade and get to the other side of Times Square. It is, what, 6:30 in the morning. So I've got a little bit of time before the people come in. And I'm already here. We'll try one more time. Maybe we'll go down 42nd Street. You know, the famous 42nd Street. Well, that was unique. Lucky I have a good ankle. My foot, the tip of my boot got launched. It got stuck in a pothole. What are the odds of that? As the bike moves forward. You can't make this stuff up. Today's the day I really should just go home. I really just should go home and quit this. Count my victory. Alright, let's make this turn. We're going to head to 42nd Street. And then once we're at 42nd Street, take you up there. That'll probably take us through a piece of Times Square, actually. I think it takes us right through the center of Times Square. And then we'll head home. Alright, 46th Street. I believe that 42nd Street is one of those streets that is two ways. 45. Okay, here's our left turn, 42nd Street. I think they're saying I can go, if I have a bike, I can go forward. I don't know what this means exactly. Oh, they put a bubble up on the ground. Alright. 42nd Street, Times Square, kid dancing with no music. Can't really explain that, but it's New York. So really there needs no explanation. This is the Port Authority. Millions of people in and out every day. And the world famous 42nd Street. If you look at this, pictures of it in the 70s, it was every porn place you could imagine. Now it's a very family friendly place. It's all family restaurants, museums, diners, all closed, pandemic, but they'll open again. And a McDonald's. Oh, I love McDonald's. It seems like every video I wind up passing a McDonald's and saying I love McDonald's. I should mention, because I hear all the other people on YouTube say it, so I'll just say it. I am not sponsored by McDonald's. I don't get anything from McDonald's except the hamburgers and fries that I pay for myself, but I love McDonald's. Man, this McDonald's looks like it was once a movie theater. Now featuring the Big Mac. Ta-da! Times Square again. Next stop, Times Square. You can see it down here. At least I hope you're seeing it. here we go. I'm going to head up to 56th Street, come down and enter the West Side Highway. You know what? No, I'm not. Because I think it's nicer on the West Side Highway and the lower. So I'm going to make a right and come down there. Everybody calls this the new normal. I don't think this is the new normal. And I don't think this is very normal at all, to be honest. Here we are, as you can see. Once again, it's one way. But it's the way that I didn't want to go. Tourneau Corner. It's supposed to be very famous. Famous watches, really expensive high-end stuff. I got some nice watches, but you won't find me shopping at Tourneau Corner. Maybe Tourneau back door, but not Tourneau Corner. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves back on the highway. I'm coming, it's about 20 minutes to 7. And I'd like to get us back in New Jersey soon. New York Public Library. I don't read a lot. You might have seen this one in Ghostbusters. New York Public Library. Okay, well, that's New York Public Library. Okay. Another one way, but not the way I'm going. Okay, 39th Street. Actually, I'll tell you the truth, I like riding around New York like this. It's actually quite nice because there's so much to look at. And you definitely get the time to look at it with every traffic light in the street going the wrong direction. Subway, my boy's a fan. I'm the McDonald's guy. He's the Subway guy. Alright, so that's one for me. So far I've hit every pothole and every manhole cover in New York City. Except for that one. Okay, here we go. What is this? I'm not really sure how you deal with this. They've closed Broadway. Okay. I think before we enter the West Side Highway, I'm going to pull over just to make sure the camera is physically attached. Oh, found a new pothole. Alright, I'm going to pull over there because it seems safe. Let's just make sure everything's attached. Because I don't want to have my camera blow off on the highway, despite how pissed off I am at it. Alright. We're getting into the high numbers in the avenues, which means we are approaching the West Side Highway. West Side Highway, Hudson River, etc. Boy, oh boy. Even when the city's asleep, there's traffic. That's frankly amazing. My teacher told me try not to stop the bike. How would I do that? 9th Avenue. 12th Avenue is the highway, so we're getting there. Ah, another nice little hole. Perfect, because I was afraid that my spleen was going to remain attached. What is this guy with the Enterprise van doing? 10th Avenue. Okay, good. Go to the right, because I can't stay behind you, Enterprise guy. There's got to be a way to get out. You can get into the city, you can get out of the city. I understand why there is so much traffic here. I really do now. It's, let's see, it's 6:50 a.m. I wanted to be out of the city before the traffic began. We have a shot. You're looking at the Hudson River. Separates New York from New Jersey. I really think the pigeons in New York could be suicidal. I'm not positive of it, but I think they might be suicidal. All right. Now we're going to try for home. But if this thing records and the camera's pointing in the right direction and it stays attached to the helmet and nothing else goes wrong, I will be able to show you the George Washington Bridge. And that could be a video unto itself. George Washington Bridge.